Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Letztes Mal haben wir hier mit Kapitel 3 den Quest angefangen und dem Free Day. Und heute verbringen wir damit die... Ja genau, hier war richtig, die Bonding-Quests für dieses Kapitel zu beenden. Das ist hier, Computer Room, jawohl. Is classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So, what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And she ran off here. How many times am I gonna have to deal with it? She seemed pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Elisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Green. Thanks. Whoops, I knew I forgot to log up. There we are. Wait, did he just lock the door? Seems like it. I guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... so... just, Green and me, here in the dark, behind a locked door. No, Elisa, focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Paris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. See what I mean? She's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Elisa. Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? She knows how to make an entrance, I give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything. Personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Your bond with Elisa strengthened. Yay, Link Level 3. Warum steht da kein nächstes Level dran? Level 3 ist ja nicht das letzte. Keine Ahnung. Vielleicht geht's noch nicht höher. Keine Ahnung. Das Elliot. Nothing relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hand. Especially since I never had much of a chance to play during our midterm. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. You seem pretty happy though. It's that obvious, huh? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. I'm kind of interested in seeing him play. Would you mind if I listened in? Oh, be my guest. I need to get ready though, so just hold on a bit. What do you think? And I'm impressed. I never would have guessed you'd take a break for midterms if you hadn't told me. You mean it. Good to hear. Seems like you're really enjoying yourself when you play too. I can practically hear your love for music in every note. Oh, cut it out, you're embarrassing me. Oh, by the way. I've been wondering about this for a while, but you're a musician yourself, aren't you, Reen? Kinda. What tipped you off? It was just a feeling I had. I can't really explain it, but it's like I can tell if someone has even the slightest bit of musical experience. The slightest bit is right. I used to play the lute for a while back home. But that's a pretty impressive sense you have. You're really on another level when it comes to anything musical. I think you might be exaggerating just a bit. Not at all. Most people wouldn't pick up on something like that. It shows the extent of your passion for music. That's something I respect. Passion isn't enough though, not in music. If I want to get better, I'm going to need better equipment. But given the compromise, I can't even ask for that. What compromise? It's nothing, don't worry about it. But it's nice to confirm that you do play an instrument, Ween. We should play together sometime. I've got a lot of wrath to work off, but I'd like that. Great, I'm looking forward to it. The Wandwind Elliot strengthened. Woohoo! Link Level 3. Jetzt haben wir Gardening Shop. Ach ja. Das war hier oben. Genau, hier ist Vieh. Können wir uns aber sofort gucken. What would the stern look, Vieh? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. But I need to go and get the tools. I see. Some stuff. Kind of rare to see you this serious about something though. It happens, sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Vieh. Aww. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. Peter got a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to him. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds, don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the Corps. Had them ever since. Ah, do you know how to raise them then? Yep, they taught me how. They were kinda joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plant she grows in our kitchen. Oh, that's edel. I don't know about love though. And maybe it is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your call sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jagers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jagers have than anything else. There's some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Ween and Vieh bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Hey, your bond with Vieh strengthened. Nice, nice, nice. Dann haben wir auf dem Academy Field der gute Juices Erebonia. Phew. Wow, your clothes are covered with dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. Just dirt. Hardly an issue. Takes a good deal of effort to care for horses. I suppose it's only natural to end up like this. I suppose you're right. Care for a little help? I've got some experience working with horses myself, so it'll help things go a little faster. Must be your hobby to show up unbidden to assist people. Whoever does come at an opportune moment, though. I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join in. Scrub. Phew, this is every bit as tough as I remember it being. Already thinking of throwing in the towel? You have one who offered to help, so don't think I'll let you back out so easily. I know. Aren't you getting a little tired yourself, Yusuf? We wouldn't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should go take a nap? What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps you've put as much effort into your work as you did your toothless jokes. We'd be done by now. Shut up. I'm doing just fine. I guess Yusuf isn't any friendlier toward girls than he is to guys. Right, time to Ooh. Whoa there, we've got a wild one here. Understandable, this horse recently arrived from the North Highlands. He's still young, so he hasn't quite grown accustomed to the stables yet. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highland? Indeed, they're known to breed the best horses. Even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. Juices gently stroked the horse's neck. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me both how to ride horses and how to take care of them. I'm truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna let some snooty noble who learned about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's subtle, but he's definitely changed since we came back from our last field study. Feels like he's more willing to be open with us now. Care to explain what you're staring at? Don't mind me. Anyway, we've got a horse to clean. We'll help the riding club for a while longer before bidding Juices farewell. Nice. Ja, mal gucken. Nächste ist Laura. Irgendwo da vernünftig einsehen, wie viel Green gerade mitgegeben hat. Wirklich eine konkrete Zahl? Nee, nicht so richtig, ne? Schade. So. That's Laura. Oh, hello, Reen. Glad to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds for one thing, but the difference between you already. But even among the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on this subject, but... Reen grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. Mishy. How about this Mishy plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming to say the least. But how about this? Log up strap with a blue-haired, muscular man attached to it. This doggy character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh. This is more challenging than I had expected. Wynne and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique taste. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Michi plush. Also mit Michi kann man natürlich nie falsch gehen. Auf der anderen Seite, Laura, be yourself. Bitte. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Wynne. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. Seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever to truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that would be fun. Schön, Level 3 mit Laura. Dann ab zum Student Union Building. Dann haben wir die letzten beiden Bonding-Events. Die auch gut in der Zeit. Literature. Chess Club. Oh, he looks like he's really into it. Oh, hello there, Wynne. Hello there. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries, sorry to disturb you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I'd expect for just a regular match. Indeed there is, and not just any match either, it's a match that'll determine the fate of this club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students. Chess always seemed pretty interesting, should I stick around and watch? Would you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm familiar with the rules at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game, even as a spectator. Be my guest. But if you know the rules, how about we play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you too, so come on and take a seat here. And that checkmate. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Marcus. I didn't stand a chance. It's nothing special. My father taught me to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice now. Apparently he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. So you were playing against adults even since you were a kid. That definitely explains things. I used to tag along with my father whenever he went out hunting, but I never got that good at it. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair of me to pass judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Okay. Man, am I glad we made up. Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of, how about you join your pal in the chess club, Wynne? We'll need as many people as possible if we want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I'll have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. And Stefan and I aren't going to let that stand. Well said, Marcus. Then I'll be cheering you guys on. Good luck, Marcus. Thanks, I won't let you down. Natürlich hat es knapp nicht für Level 3 gereicht. Wow. Okay, und dann haben wir noch Thor, die, warum auch immer, ausnahmsweise mal hier ist. Im Konferenzroom. Let's go. Nice work today, Wien. Are you looking forward to midterm results announcements as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished a midterm, sir. You bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much in fact that we even deserve this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use the swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who would actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Ween. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help? Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great. Just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her? No problem. There's one thing I can do, it's write notes. And so it fell to Ween to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Business? Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed, we'll get right to it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her job that even the upper class students are hanging on her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into office. Several similarly riveting discussions later, a council meeting drew to a close. Thanks for all the help today, Ween. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. What? You're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. Couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but everyone's doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president, but if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. If I can't meet all of their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Thors at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. Ween? Whoop. President Thors stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up and gently pinch Ween's cheeks. What are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second, I couldn't help myself. Your first year. Oh, you need to get ahead of yourself. You've got another full year here to figure things out. Wait, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Ween. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer still will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away, but once we finish, I'll make us some tea. That's one way to get me to hurry up. Sasreen and Thor finished the cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. The bond with Thor strengthened. Nice. Dann haben wir das geschafft und dann können wir endlich zum alten Schulgebäude. So, wir haben alles geschafft. The front doors are locked. This will be our third time going down into this old schoolhouse. Well, I always had really shifted around last time, so I'd better finish everything up and prep before heading in. So to get this show on the road. After you finish exploring the old schoolhouse, the time of day will advance to evening, as the result all daytime bonding event and quest will expire. What was that? There really must be something down in here. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from class 7 has said they're willing to come along now. Who should I call? Ghostbusters! Wen nehmen wir denn mit? Also ich hätte ganz gerne eigentlich auf jeden Fall Laura und Gaius dabei. Dann Emma und Elle jetzt ein bisschen als Magie-Ding, Leute. Und dann noch Vieh. Das ist eigentlich so mein, würde ich sagen, ist mein, das ist meine Party. Makia, Juices, Elisa. Weiß ich nicht, irgendwie bin ich mit denen als Charaktere mag ich die alle, aber als Unit im Kampf, weiß ich nicht, bin ich mit denen noch nie so richtig warm geworden. These two really don't seem like they're going to work well together. Okay, let's get this investigation started. Everyone ready? Let me at 'em. I've heard about your last few investigations. Taking me would be your optimal strategy. Alright, I'm counting on you. But what happened last time, there's no telling what we're in for. Keep your wits about you, everyone. Falsche Taste. Da. So this is the elevator that you mentioned. Does seem rather mysterious. Another lights lit up on the main panel too. Looks like we can go down as far as the 3rd floor now. When did that happen? How could this device possibly work? What's powering it? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything else has changed this month. Go to floor 3. So, this is the 3rd floor, in a massive store, much like the others. A door like this seems more like it to keep undesirable things in than to keep us out. Yeah, I think we can safely assume we're not headed for a picnic. Alright, let's be careful out there, everyone.
Let's go.
So, und dann haben wir hier die Ebene und dann würde ich sagen, beenden wir hier an der Stelle aber den Part. Ich werde dann durch den Part mal ein bisschen leveln und Saffits und so hier auf der Ebene schon mal sammeln. Also ich kann schon mal alle Gegner einmal scannen, dann müssen wir uns darum nachher nicht mehr kümmern. Und dann würde ich sagen, wenn euch dieser Part gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nichts weiter zu verpassen. Und wir sind dann beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn wir dann das alte Schulhaus zum 3. Mal abschließen. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.